Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teacher Zoo. Welcome with me, Raymond.
I am the Raymond that quacks in the night.
I don't know what to expect when you do news intros.
I am the ghost that haunts your dreams and nightmares.
I thought you were going for Darkwing.
That too.
I am the terror that flaps in the night.
But enough about me. Let's kill you.
But enough about me. Let's kill you. I just rewatched that abridged.
I've been watching the commentary episodes on.
Sorry everyone. Anyway, we're here to talk about Batman Aliens 2 or Batman 2 Aliens. Why did they do that?
2 aliens.
But
so
yeah,
okay. So is he like Gumball to Gumball, but with Batman and aliens?
I have no idea. But okay, but tell people if you can remember how the first mini went.
I know about how. Oh wait, is this the one where he was in the jungle and
yes, in the jungle? Yep.
Okay,
and we had a croc, and we had
yeah, like a croc dinosaur alien thing.
It was a croc. It got either on an alligator or a croc. I can never tell which is which when someone draws it.
If it was in the Amazon, it was probably more of a caiman.
Well, either way, though, we see it was humongous. It was just a nice, short, sweet, to the point alien, alien story with Batman along.
Oh, and everyone but Batman died.
Yep, including this one lady who was trying to. She had a believability in this where she was ambitious. It was her ambition that did her in.
She was cool at first. Like she was all like, "Hey, Batman, let's be friends. We're gonna work together." And then yeah, fuck you, Batman. I'm gonna take this back and be rich and shit like that. I'm ambitious.
Oh no, it wasn't to be rich. It was just simply to climb up the ladder because she would basically say,
"That's also rich."
What she said? I'm the first female in a Black Ops unit. That was what.
It's woke. Current day California.
Oh, okay. But anyway, so Batman had the face hugger. Oh, I don't know if it was a dead one or they never made it clear. I think it was a dead one. And he just threw it into the Batcave. Don't worry, it doesn't. Nothing comes of that one.
Okay, so this is a new one.
And now it's come to the city. So
is any of this
none of this
Superman ones? Okay,
no.
So this
it's the Superman ones. Well, we do know in Batman, Superman versus Alien Predators, they both make it very clear they're well aware of everything. So I guess you can assume in its own way they are canon to each other. They just never bring them up.
So like Batman and Superman just each fight these things, and they're like, and when they're just palling around in the Hall of Justice, they're like. They just
be done with this.
They're like, hey, have you ever seen these things before?
Yeah.
Nah, I haven't seen those things. So you don't know anything about these? Nah. So if we run into these, things and maybe other aliens like later on, you're gonna be there like, I'm sorry, I didn't know jack shit about them. Really?
Okay. Well, to be fair, Batman kept the Predator stuff under wraps. And I don't see a reason for him to tell anyone about that at first. Not the first one.
I'm trying to remember the first one and the second one. And the third one was the bad one, right?
No, you love the third one.
Oh, was it? Which one was the bad one?
No. We eventually realized, Superman was the bad. Okay, originally I thought the third one was the bad one. Then you said it was your favorite one. That had Batman and Robin.
I'm going to rewatch the episodes.
Yeah, it was the one where we had Batman and Robin versus a father-son Predator team, and it had Mr. Freeze in it, and there's a point where they have Mr. Freeze there, and they can't see him because he's cold.
I remember now. Man, we are almost 5 minutes into this video, and we have not even gotten past.
Well, what do you think of the cover? What do you think of the cover?
The cover's fucking badass. It drenches the fucking 90s.
Yep, we have Ian Eddington. He's a British writer who's worked a lot with Dark Horse, and Staz Johnson on the artwork. As we open up in 1928.
There is something to be said about artwork like this. It's just very pretty to look at.
It is. Professor, all done, sir. That's the last of them. It's time. No, it isn't. You won't do, and you won't do it to me, and do it to me. Not like them. I know what you did. I heard it all. Those poor souls. Professor, sir, we have to go. Now. No, you're a monster. That's what you are. Sir, a monster! Ugh. Professor, wait! Wait! We don't have time for this, damn it! Sir? Oh! That's it.
Shit.
Damn you, old man. I'm gone. Uh-oh, and...
I think you're fucked regardless, my friend.
He dead. Go to hell. Gotham, the present. Don't tell me we're going to have to delay, Teddy. Do not tell me that. I can't afford no setbacks here. The banks and my ex-wife are squeezing me so tight I could sing soprano. So what's the big emergency? See, there's this basement. A basement? Let me get this straight. You dragged me out of dinner with the mayor and high rollers like Bruce Wayne on account of some freaking basement? I know, Mr. DeCristo, I swear, but I ain't seen nothing like it. You gotta see it for yourself. Yeah, it's okay, son. Come on, show me what's up. Everything was going great. This corner block and of all brownstones came down, and came down sweet. Wasn't until we was clearing the site that we hit this. A basement, no less, and then some. Fort Knox is what it is, and it ain't on the blueprints either. The brickwork 6 feet deep, braced with iron bands, and backed with what looks like riveted ship plates. Could be even more behind that. Geez, we blow half of Gotham into orbit trying to ship this. We'll have to delay. We'll have to delay now. Maybe not, sir. See that door? A door? Tough as hell, but it's the weakest point there is. When we could loosen the frame with acid and hammer it down in no time. I would have done it earlier, but I wanted to square it with you first. I mean, there's no telling what's back there. Do we tell the authorities? No. Kill the damn door. King! What the hell is this? Jeez, look at this stuff. It's like Frankenstein's lab or something, and been here a long time.
I was so gonna make a Frankenstein joke right now, but you kind of beat me to it, comic. Fuck you.
Hold on. I think I stepped in something. Teddy, let's get out of here. Teddy, Oh! And it's white.
It's old.
Well, yeah, it's been locked in there for who knows how long. So wait, an alien gets white as it gets older?
Yeah, they actually okay. So it's very very random. It's very it's never
depending
been,
on the creator.
Depending on the creator, like the original Ridley Scott film, the aliens were said to have actually, according to like the original like manuscripts and script and all that other crap, it was said that they were supposed to have a very short lifespan. So by the end of the film, it was basically like an old man already about to die.
Oh, but they since dropped that, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it's the movie Aliens, the sequel, already kind of blew that right out the fucking water. But parts of it did exist from time to time during the Dark Horse years. So, and I guess this is kind of like a holdover, crossover, whatever you want to call it.
But yeah, the fact that it's white like that. Stephen DeCristo is a dead man. A string of disastrous investments and a crippling divorce settlement have made him cash poor and desperate. He's back against the wall, and he's ready to grasp at any lifeline thrown his way, even one from Roland Desmond, aka Blockbuster. Desmond looking to establish a covert toehold back in Gotham, using DeCristo's instruction as a Trojan horse. Because yeah, Blockbuster's running stuff in Bloodhaven. Trouble is, his business partners tend to have a limited life expectancy. While DeCristo's no angel, he doesn't deserve to die over a few bad choices and poor taste in women.
Stop for a second. I'm sorry. Oh, finish the page first before we admire the artwork. Here.
Yep. At the gala tonight, Wade Enterprise was going to quietly offer him an opportunity to step back from the brink. His sudden disappearance was unexpected. I just hope his deal with Desmond isn't farther along than I first thought.
Okay, so I just want to admire this real quick.
It's simple but sweet.
Yes, the bottom page in particular has like the big page of him just using this grapple.
That's a big grapple.
It's a big grapple, but I'm talking about his body.
Yeah.
The body, the suit, the mask.
Mid-swing. He is about to go right into the swing. He's ready to get into that swing.
It's phenomenal. I'm just looking at it. This is one of the best Batman image, like forms, or how should I say it? I guess artwork.
I'm
like
trying to see
best
it.
one of
I'm
the
trying
best
to see it.
artworks.
All right, keep going.
One of the best artworks I've seen of Batman, especially from this era,
Mm-hmm.
where this like the 90s era, the 80s and 90s, which I know a lot of people love the 80s and 90s so much,
Mm-hmm.
but his artwork, how he looks in the comics, varies so fucking drastically from issue to issue or series to series.
Mm-hmm.
But this is probably my quintessential look for Batman.
Really?
This right here is what I imagine like the perfect Batman to look like.
Oh, by the way, he had actually worked also on Robin and Catwoman as well.
That's cool. With the from the same era.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just that I like the big cape, the suit the way it is. He's super muscular as he should be. The perfect back symbol.
Yep.
The ears are not too big, not too long. He's got a very chiseled chin.
Yep.
Very good, very mean, gruff, like I'm ready for action sort of look.
Yep.
Great utility belt with the pouches and everything like that. The boots, the gloves,
and the city looks great too.
Yeah, this whole thing, this whole thing, I'm already enjoying the fuck out of the story. We haven't.
Wait till we get more with the aliens.
Yeah.
Tell the coroner his people can start bagging and tagging. I want those bodies cleared before tomorrow. Will do, Commish. Okay. I know that's supposed to be going to that guy, but that looks like it's going to that dead body.
Uh-huh.
So look at the placement of that speech bubble.
Yeah. It's not a good placement there.
Was it a hit? Possibly. Except it looks like they used chainsaws over automatics. These men were literally torn apart. Whoever did this was fast. Coroner estimates they all died within a 2-minute window, maybe less. Christo, the same, along with his 4 men, Edward Burns and a John Doe. Our mystery man. From the looks of things, he's been in here a long time. 70 years at least, judging by his clothes, and dead for most of those. How can you tell? There's hardly any decay. The body's dry and desiccated. There's been little or no aerobic activity in this room since he died. Murdered, you mean? And look at that exit wound. It's as if he would damn well exploded from the inside out. Inside out. How did the crystal get in here? And they broke the door and down. Only way. This place is built like a bank vault. Whoever our friend was, he went to great pains to stop anyone from breaking in or breaking out. Is there something I should know? Does that have anything to do with the killings? Batman! Something's been here and been taken from here recently. The break's fresh, not aged or oxidized. What in God's name? Commissioner, what do you make of this? I've never seen anything like this. Ah, jeez!
That is gorgeous.
It is.
Holy.
And look at that frame!
Yeah, that's... Jesus.
So what, was that where it rested?
It's a nest, yeah.
Or it attempted to make a nest. Obviously, had nothing else to do. So
yeah, like its bed or something.
Yeah.
Because they do have a habit of making their own dens, nests, that sort of thing, a hive, basically.
And it probably laid there all wrapped up and everything until the door got blasted open.
As we saw in Aliens 2, they made the den out of the what is that? The nuclear generator thing.
Yeah.
They were hiding on the walls where all their
I've seen that.
Yeah, so the reason why aliens make these sorts of things, why they puke all this shit out, is so that they can hide among it.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's how it's a defense mechanism. It's how they hide. It's how they protect themselves.
Right, but you clearly have. I'll be in touch. You better. I don't like holding out on Gordon, but I can't bring him up to speed on this until I'm certain. We all have our secrets, some more than others, but there are times when ignorance is bliss. Because the truth holds greater terrors. The gaping chest wound, that monstrous cocoon, I've seen them before. Several years ago in South America. This is where we get a summary, and he actually perfectly captures the Bernie Wrightson's artwork here, on the characters. That there.
Yeah. It's also better artwork too. If I remember correctly, this is
Bernie Wrightson did the first one, yeah.
Yeah, it's better. It's prettier than the first one.
Well, you loved the first one too, but that's saying a lot.
Yeah. This is better.
Yep, and a host of alien creatures whose sole biological imperative was to kill and reproduce. Only I survived. I destroyed the alien. I had no choice. I couldn't let them reach civilization, or let civilization discover them. Someone, somehow, would have tried to exploit their lethal biology. Except it looks like I'm 70 years too late. No, get away! And we get a discussion of might-up intellectual critics. I do not need them. I have dissolved the rest of my family's assets. I require only the townhouse for my work now. Truth demands sacrifice, and I will do whatever is necessary. I thank heaven for the faith of the young. Several of my students have risked their own academic futures to join me. Together, we will venture into history. Seismic activity has cracked wide the ice and rock for us. Our destiny beckons. A revolution, a structure of such complexity and design, and it predates all existing human endeavors. So a ship crash on Earth in the Arctic.
Oh, that's like Alien versus Predator.
I was about to say, what a race we once were. What tragedy caused us to fall. So, back in the day, he's assumed this is 1928, so he assumes this was human creation.
Ah, okay.
I mean, that makes sense. Back then.
Before they knew anything, before they knew better.
Yep. I mean, the idea of aliens was considered, well, ludicrous. On Foster Cadogan has been embraced by a strange creature from one of the storage vessels we first took to be an Afro, but are in fact eggs. Curiously, he is unarmed but comatose. Cadogan is dead. A viper erupted from his chest, clearly seeded by the other creature before it died. I urge the others to capture it. Snakes are impotent mystic symbols of rebirth. This place is awakening around us. January 23rd. Only Gregory Hudson and I remain. Cadogan has taken the rest. And why not me? Why? Hudson is quite mad. He intends to kill the others before they too evolve. I am too weak to stop him, but I must try. So this was the old man from the beginning. He got away.
And he became a victim eventually.
Yep, all is lost. May Hudson burn in hell. The ship's crew found me frostbitten and snowblind, but I would not permit myself the luxury of death. The eggs are the key. I believe Cadogan and the rest were forcibly evolved in higher life form proxies of our older god selves. Jeez! Whatever cataclysm destroyed them, the eggs ensured they could seed themselves onto a future generation. With the clutch I salvage, I am more than I can more than prove my series now. I shall become their living embodiment. So he thought things were god creatures or their god selves.
God creatures?
Something like that.
What is this? Like some kind of Scientology bullshit?
No. He thought that humanity was at an apex long ago. Kind of like how people thought Atlantis was the peak of humanity.
Oh, okay.
So he thinks that the Xenomorph eggs had something to do with humanity being, and it can bring them back to their apex.
Well, Ridley Scott would kind of prove that true with Prometheus.
How could you not have told me any of this before? I felt it was better that you didn't know. Trust me. But this isn't about you. This isn't about your city. I don't want to be fed scraps and scraps how and when you see fit. I need to know it all. There's an extraterrestrial creature with an unprecedented talent for slaughtering loose on the street. It's not alone. It has 4 eggs that will mature to adults at an accelerated rate. Nothing's ever easy with you, is it? I'll have to call this in. This qualifies as a biological hazard. I need to notify the federal authorities and the Centers for Disease Control in Atlanta. Get their take on this. I'll need you when they arrive to brief them on the situation. You know how to find me. Be careful, Jim. You too, old friend.
I kind of miss the interactions where Jim just because it gets all pissy when he like disappears. I'm like, God damn it, I'm gonna fucking get you one of these days.
Yeah, but given how he left with his back turned, he saw it coming this time.
Yeah.
Nothing. Gordon's men have drawn a blank. The creature is here. I'm certain of it. Like any predator, it'll stay close to the meat. I think that's a wink.
To Alien 3.
Yeah, except
no, because the monologue that Ripley had, and it's like a lion stays close to the.
True.
Yeah.
And except this city's like an all-you-can-eat buffet. It's going to be a cold one. Odd. When the mercury drops, the homeless usually go underground and congregate around the subway air vents where it's warm. Why come topside on a night like this? Unless... Oh, more fallout from Superman's death.
Oh, so this is right around the same time, huh?
Yeah. You kill. Man, did you see? Do you mind? No, honey, not you. Ah! Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Marcus? Mark, beep, beep, beep. I should have known. The Ninth Street subway station is a spur branching off the main city line that runs alongside and inside the Castro's construction site. It was right beneath our feet all the time. But how? According to people check all the tunnels. Oh! Incredible. It's the platform from the Great Gotham Exposition of 1880, part of the old mnemonic transit system. It must have been sealed up after the Westward Exhibition Pavilion burnt down 10 years ago. Oh, God. And there's the old one.
Yep.
This is bad. Clever. One keeps me busy while the other cuts off my retreat. They're smarter than I'd given them credit for, which makes them 10 times more dangerous. Like,
it's amazing that in the thick of this, he's still able to analyze the situation, think of a strategy, how best to survive the situation, get out of there.
Uh-oh, it's ignited. The acid ignited the thermite in his belt.
Oh, shit.
Jeez, something's coming out. Steady. No one fires unless I give the word. Batman, Commissioner, is it over? No, not yet. Oh, and it got away.
We got away, man. Is he gonna morph into a queen?
Maybe not. But oh, look at that cover.
That is fucking cool.
And that's the main cover, except it has a black background instead of a white one.
Do you have the physical?
Yeah. Hold on. Right here.
Nice.
Yep, good luck finding these days.
Trust me, I'm not even trying to look, because if I look, I know I'm just going to be sad at the price.
You might get lucky. But anyway.
Yeah.
Monsters. Gotham has always attracted more than its fair share, but once in a while, something truly exceptional comes along. Something illegal of its own. A creature of pure and undiluted Darwinism, not motivated by greed, revenge, or psychosis, driven only by a single biological imperative: to survive. An overriding need to replace all other life with its own. It never rains, but it pours. I've seen these creatures in action. They're better than we are, unfettered by consciousness or rationalization. If we're careless, we'll die. That's the last one. Surgeon says the victims will recover just fine. It's no worse than regular cardiac surgery, apparently. Except, of course, they'll probably need a lifetime of psychotherapy, which leaves me with just one option. We have to destroy them. Who? What are you talking about? The aliens. They'll reach maturity in less than 24 hours. If that happens, we'll be back to square one. Our only choice is euthanasia. It's all right. You know what? Every time I hear that, you know what cartoon line I always keep thinking back to?
It sounds very familiar. I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember what it is.
It was Seth MacFarlane's earliest cartoon, where it was Steve, a talking dog, and this one, Larry, this idiot, basically a proto Brian and Peter.
Yes,
and
that's what I
remember
now.
Like, if you don't do something else, you'll be responsible for euthanasia. Ah, man, they got enough kids down there already.
Yeah, I remember.
I love that joke. I love that
short. I should probably. It's on YouTube. I watched it maybe like 2-3 years ago. I should probably watch it again.
Anyway, partially that's no longer your call to make. Dr. and Catherine and Fortune, Federal Emergency Medical Authority. This is my associate, Dr. Adun. You must be Commissioner Gordon. That's right. There's no mistake who you are, is there? I didn't actually think you were real. Real enough. And those are the organisms you described in your report? Yes. And they're much larger than I imagined. I thought you said they gestate inside their host. Those have been removed. Who authorized the surgery? I did. Really? Why? Because I asked them to. The parasites they were infected with are hostile. Lethal. Oh, that's all right. Right then, I didn't realize you were such an expert. Tearing around in tights is a perfect qualification for exposing an aggressive biological vector and to a densely populated urban environment. Lives were in jeopardy. The creatures had to be removed. Now they have to be culled. I'm sorry. I'm just having difficulty respecting the medical opinion of a man dressed as a giant bat. Are you on medication?
Having difficulty respecting the opinion of a bitch.
Are you on medication? Now, hold on. You're way out of line. Is that so? Tell me, Commissioner, is it customary for the law in this city to take orders from a costume vigilante? FYI, she knows more than she lets on, and there's a reason why, despite the gray hair, she still doesn't look that bad for her age. There's a reason behind all of it. What do you think is happening in here, for God's sake? This isn't something you can stop with a badge and a gun. If there's even a remote threat of a biohazard, every man, woman, and child's at risk. If need be, I can shut the city down with a phone call. But I prefer to work with you rather than against you. And make no apologies for being such a hard case. I take my job just as seriously as you do yours. We live in a freak show world. We're hip deep in ETs and metahumans, gods and monsters, and all points in between. Who knows where they've come from, where they've been, or what they carry with them? Something like this was inevitable. A xenomorphic containment crossing over into the human population. It's something we've quietly dreaded for decades. Our first priority is containment. Ensure whatever we're dealing with receives minimum exposure. Something's wrong. Oh, then they knew it was coming! Look at them react!
They sensed it.
Yep.
Well, they do have a telepathic link to each other.
Get everyone clear. I'll keep it busy. Move! Hurry! And Batman! This is Gordon. Need armed backup with the ER immediately. Damn it! It's in the ductwork. Going up. It's taking the others. Dr. Fortune, it just passed me. Are you okay? I'll live. Where is it? It grabbed the young ones and disappeared into the crawl space. Best guess, it's heading for the roof. Oh, look at that!
Vasquez?
Vasquez? What?
No, you said Vasquez.
I said, look at that. No, best guess.
Oh, I thought you said Vasquez. I'm like,
no,
Vasquez?
Best guess.
Oh, okay.
But look at that.
That's pretty freaking cool.
Seen all the young ones just climbing onto it?
Yeah.
They make sense. Do they usually do that, though?
This is the first I've ever seen it.
But it makes sense, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, they go to safety.
Yep. Oh, my God. Not the first time someone's mistaken them for that. It's backing off, protecting the juvenile. It won't fight unless goaded. That's our cue. Taser the adult. Kill it, but leave at least one of the others alive. Understood. Jim! Huh. I thought you said these things were tough. Don't get so close. He got close.
Yeah, freaking dumbass.
Oh, but there's a reason why it hesitated. We'll get to why, though. That's a twist for later. Okay. No! This was not such a good idea. Out of the frying pan and into the furnace. Time to go. Good save, Bruce, and good going, Bruce. How dumb was that? It's picking up speed. It'll hit the ground like a bug on the windshield. A bug with acid for blood. And we saw how that happened in Judge Dredd, remember?
Yep. So he's like, shit, I gotta save it.
Yep, each drop will be like a high-velocity round. Burns a hole in everything it touches. And everyone. Ugh. Okay, so now what? Where do we go from here? Uh-oh! It's climbing up the bat line! And, oh! That's smart!
It spits.
But that's smart for it!
Yeah, depending on the species, they do spit the acid.
Right. Yeah, but you gotta be honest, though, that's smart for it, isn't it?
Yeah.
There it is. It's rapiding. Keep pace with it, damn it. Ugh. Oh boy, it's taking out lava's suit. Like, don't lose it. Too late, it's gone. There'll be hell to pay for this. Ugh. This is Fortune. We've lost the juveniles. Proceed with stage 2. I'm on my way. This was unlucky. Quite how and how exactly? The fire retardant polymer in the lining bore the brunt of the creature's acid venom. An accidental but not unwelcome side effect. It meant the difference between the burn and amputation. Well, all it's good for now is dusters. Lord knows I go through enough. Your namesakes may do wonders for the ambience, but I much prefer if they were housebroken. I should have checked. Master Bruce, in the subway station last night after the roof caved in. I should have made sure the creature was finished. Instead, you elected to save 3 souls from a fate worse than death. Take some comfort in that. Speaking of which, in a wild rush of optimism, I've turned down your bed and put in a hot water bottle. Even maniacs obsessives occasionally need their sleep. However, all things considered, I shall not hold my breath. Good night, Master Bruce. Good hunting.
He's right. Like, he knows better.
Yep, he's right, as ever. I've learned long ago that no matter what I do, it will never be enough. But I can't stop trying. I can't. The alternative is unthinkable. I tag the adult with enough radium gel to track it from orbit, which is exactly what I'm doing. A Wayne Tech communication satellite outfitted with the extras. It's not on any schematics. $200 million of cutting-edge surveillance equipment realigned to geostationary orbit above Gotham. I can read the headlines off your morning paper. I'd be better off with a bloodhound and a magnifying glass. There's only one answer. The creature's underground, nesting, biding his time, waiting for the others to grow. I can't wait that long. Hi, Bruce. How goes the bug hunt? It doesn't. What have you got for me? You were right. Fortune's bogus. Her background is an elaborate construct. Pure covert black ops stuff. It's a thing of beauty to behold. Very intricate. Very expensive to build. Only a few governments have the know-how. Homegrown or imported. She's a local girl, but she's special. Her file's been compiled from the ground up. Family, history, education, dad, the works. No one goes to that amount of effort without a good reason. What about Auden? A ghost. He supposedly died in the Gulf War. He was a bioweapon specialist, killed in a helicopter crash while inspecting the decommissioning of Iraq's bioarsenal. Bioweapons. It figures. I need you to keep digging. I'm on it, but you owe me big time. I used up a lot of favors on this one. Bruce, have you spoken to Tim or Dick about this? No, and neither will you. I do this my way. I do this alone. Oh, no. Oh, I don't blame him. That's what he's fearing.
Yeah, he doesn't want this for them.
Yep, kill me.
It probably killed him just to ask her for help.
Yeah, I'll say though, this was much more terrifying than the one from the first video, which looked a little goofy.
Again, I have to fucking point out the artwork. It's just gorgeous.
I know. Do you remember in the first video when it was his parents were like he had a nightmare of his parents getting face hugged.
Yeah.
And then he was about to get chest bursted.
Now it's the sons.
Yep. Ugh. They're on the move. All 3 of them moving with a purpose. They're headed for hell. Oh no, Arkham Asylum.
Oh shit.
Yep, and they're fully grown now. All of a sudden, I can't think of anything funny to say. Hey,
sounds like the first thing that he's probably afraid of.
Come here, good boy. And they call us monsters, so Two-Face got one. And they call us monsters. That's because you are. That's a new look for you, isn't it? We approve, and we approve. Does 3 know you're playing with his popsicle gun? He's not in position to complain. Neither are you. Lose the burner, Harvey. Want to hear something funny? Before they turned the guards into jerky, those roaches outed the power in this wing somehow. Every cell's unlocked. Open. Put the gun down. You sure? You might need me. I'm certain. Heads up! Surprise. Forgot the fangs, the claws. Forgot the whiplash razor tail and the acid blood. And surprise is what gives them an edge. The primal fear of the unexpected. The nightmare in the dark. Been there, done that. Bat or bug? This time I came prepared. Prototype ride suit, fresh off the rack. Woven Kevlar and carbon fiber chassis, dipped in an improved formula, fire retardant polymer. Micro-enhanced exoskeleton servos amplifying my strength tenfold. I could bench press a rhino. Cling, ching, ching, ching. Freezes one. Chink. You know what? We just had to go for the pair. It was double or nothing. I told you to lose the gun. Everyone stays and leaves. And nobody leaves. Everyone stays. The other one. And shoot it. Shoot it. Time to put an end to this. The killing, the blood, the madness. Shush now. Dear God. God had nothing to do with this. No, leave him. He's nothing. Freezes it. No! You bloody imbecile! Do you have any idea what you've done? I know. No, you don't. If you did, you would be on your knees begging me for mercy. You men, so proud of your toy. You have no concept of what it truly is to create something living. Don't, Joel. Crush it. Something that's part of you, growing out of your flesh, growing within you, ripe and full of potential. You're like them, weak, fearful, wanting to destroy what you're afraid of. You don't know what true fear is. Yes! There's something off about her.
She's part
Clearly.
alien.
But you will. This is Fortune. And look, something happened was Croc. Send in the cleanup crew. I want to be done and dusted here in 30. And send a restraining tape. I'm bringing back a live one. Oh, look at this.
A Joker one. I've seen this before. There's a NECA.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a 2-pack NECA of this Xenomorph with that Batman in armor.
Nice.
I never got it, but it's stupid expensive now.
Right. Breathe. Focus. Stay calm. It's not what you think it is. It's only oil. It's a drilling rig, a derrick, Christmas tree used to cap off and wellheads after they've been tapped. It's impacted with rust and salt corrosion. Hasn't been used in years. No telling how long I was out. Or what? What the hell is this? U.S. Navy SEALs, Russian Spetsnaz, British Spetsnaz, yeah, British Special Boat Services, French Foreign Legion, all ranked among the world's fighting elite. They've been taken apart. Hardly any spent shells. They barely had a chance to react. They were taken down quickly and violently. Sounds familiar? Some haven't been here long. There's rigor, but little decay. Can't say the same for the rest. Curious. Some have been shot, others eviscerated or burned to death. Acid burns. Oil, blood, and alien blood or venom. Except, where are they? They should be all over me by now. Same goes for these men. It isn't like the creatures to waste potential incubators. Doesn't add up. Someone's playing a game here. War game. Sergeant, our guest appears to be up and around. You may deploy when ready. Understood, Doctor. Oh, and Sergeant, good hunting. And there's another possibility. Aldun, Fortune's aide, was a bioengineering and weapons engineer. Back in Gotham, the pair of them were intent on acquiring the alien young. They failed, but suppose Fortune had other resources to draw on. Suppose she had more than one scheme up and running. Alien and Arkham inmate clones.
Oh, that's so cool.
Harvey, on Two-Face, Ivy, Scarecrow, Freeze, and Joker. Suppose we're not talking theory anymore, but practical application. He's here. He's close. I can smell him. Sergeant, a word of caution. Your quarry may be just one man, but he's unlike any you have previously encountered. Do not underestimate him. You've cut your teeth on the world's finest conventional forces, but now I want to see how you cope facing a member of the alleged superhero community. Make me proud. Yes, ma'am.
So are these humans mutated with aliens?
No, they're clones.
Okay.
These are clones mixed in, hybrids.
Okay.
A break for standard and wait, so that's right. They did a much better job here than the hybrid in Resurrection.
Can we not?
Breaks their dispersal pattern. Keep an open comm line at all times. First one to find them, call it in. Let's move. It's not what I imagined. It's worse. Even its monstrous apparitions, I know their true faces. Harvey Dent, Pamela Isley, Jonathan Crane, Victor Freeze, the Joker. It all adds up now. They're the reason Fortune was at Gotham and Arkham. She was harvesting their genetic material, splicing it with the alien genome to create these hybrids. But the aliens themselves appeared only a few days ago. The code on their uniform implies they're not prototypes for production line models. How is that possible unless each time an inmate checks into Arkham, they're given a complete medical workup? It would be easy for someone with Fortune's Black Ops connections to obtain an extra blood
I was
sample
about to fucking ask that.
or saliva swab.
I was about to ask that because the way she talked to them, it's like she's had them for quite a while, but I just saw her in Arkham. Like, okay, you just got them. So
she was there. No, she was just there for Croc.
Okay, it's just that. Okay, I get it.
What about Fortune herself? Back at Arkham, she crushed the freezeway with one hand. I saw her blood burn. Is she a hybrid? If so, why isn't she like the others? Only one way to find out. Gah! Behind us. I knew it. Dent to all points have acquired the target. Home into my 20. It's uncanny. He sounds just like Harvey did before he became Two-Face. Fortunately, neither of them are light on their feet. Ugh, can't get distracted. Have to stay sharp. This is their territory. They have the advantage. I put a foot wrong, I'll die here. Bring him down. My pleasure. Finish him. Oh, Dent just shot the Joker one.
Cool.
Right. No, and the acid got his gun and blew him up. No, this is Dr. Fortune, and Dent and Joker are down. Isley, take command. Seek and destroy the Batman. Do whatever it takes. Understand? Heading clear, Doctor. He's heading around to the elevator. I'll follow him. You two double back and cut him off. Looks like I've given them something to think about. They're not used to their prey biting back. Hopefully, it'll buy me enough time to put what I need and have in mind to practice. This is Isley. Target stationary. He's in the rig room. Watch yourself. He's making a stand like ours. He'll die like them too. The valves on this thing may be rusted solid, but that shouldn't matter. Once the magnesium and ribbon and thermite charges ignite the explosive vapor that's backed up in the pipeline, the blast should register on the nearest Coast Guard or Navy radar. The trick's getting clear in time. Hi there.
Was Fortune stupid enough to leave all of his equipment intact?
Until this point, she has basically been utilizing it for her own tests. No one's made it this far.
I'm about to say, because...
So it's not stupidity if she's had no reason to.
I'm about to say, leaving Batman his fucking equipment is like...
keeping that on. Well, to be fair, sometimes his belts are rigged, remember?
True.
All right, but anyway, the trick is... All right. It looks to me like you're building a bomb, and we can't have that, can we? You're going to die now, okay? Any last requests? Fortune, I'm coming for you. Hybrids, they share the benefit of both species and the weaknesses. Oh, they possess the lethal physicality of the alien, but are distracted by human emotion. The alien is driven by cold instinct and biological necessity. Man burns with rage and passion. Sooner or later, something has to give. Time to go. Last chance, get clear now. Missed. Boom! Move! It's gonna be tight. Real tight. Close. Too close. Look at that.
Nice.
What's our status? We got fires on levels 1 through 3. All primary systems are down. Backups have kicked in, but no time for how long. Is the containment pen secure? For now, but Doctor, the explosives compromise the rig structure. If we don't fry, we'll drown. It's over. We have to evacuate the facility. Very well. Non-essential personnel only. All security staff remain at their post. Doctor, you have to go too. No, not while he's still out there. Seems like I've hit a nerve. Must have been more vapor.
I'm surprised that she didn't that she's like non-essentials she let the non-essentials go.
She's not evil.
I mean, she's crossing the fucking line, but yeah, it's kind of weird to see the villain, because she is the villain of the story,
right?
Do something like that.
Must have been more vapor locked in the pipeline than I thought. It's going to bring the house down, erase every shred of evidence, but not before I find out what Fortune was doing here. Oh my God! Magnificent, aren't they? Dead or alive, I love all my children. You're insane. Looked in the mirror lately? You've been tracking me? Smelling you, actually. A pheromone spray, undetectable by human senses. A little byproduct of my research. Research creating living weapons like the ones that killed those soldiers? Those men were willing volunteers, prepared to sacrifice themselves for the greater good. And they're not alone. Do you realize how much fear you and your kind engender, and how you make ordinary people feel? No one voted for you. No one answered, and you answer to no one, yet you judge everyone. If you ever punish the wrong man by odds alone, it'll happen sometime. What then? And what then of the consequences? What hope would the mundane people of this world have if your kind ever turned against them? Well, I and others like me are giving them that hope. I represent a far-sighted global cabal of politicians, industrialists, and religious leaders, all covertly working together for a common cause. to find a way to combat the likes of you, a superhero deterrent. By making monsters and monsters from monsters, not monsters, miracles, ordinary men and women, a botanist, a district attorney, a gangster, and even all scarred and brutalized by accidents and circumstances, yet somehow they prevail. Why? Because they have the what?
Is she Cadmus or the light?
None of that. Well, further, the light didn't exist by this point.
Okay.
And no, just some made-up cabal.
Okay.
Nowadays, it probably would be the light.
Yeah, it'd either be Cadmus or the light.
I know Cadmus by this point it was not like this. You're seeing about anime series Cadmus. Cadmus was just simply a research facility.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but because they have the gene, the instinct for survival at any cost. They're psychopaths and murderers. The originals, perhaps, their minds traumatized by events which fortunately aren't transferred on a genetic level. These are fast-grown in acceleration vats, educated via deep subconscious transfer. They emerge alert, aware. An alien. How did you manage the it? The eggs were on Earth only a few days ago. Ah, yes. Poor deluded Professor Golans and his series of gods and monsters. I searched for years to find the egg cache that he salvaged from Antarctica. That news wasn't released. How did you? You knew them, didn't you? It can't be. Oh, it can, I assure you. She was the female of the group.
Oh, okay.
What we uncovered beneath the ice. But anyway, that was 1928.
Okay, how the fuck did she survive?
Right, what we uncovered beneath the ice at the top of the world was no idol of lost deities, but things from another world. Things that bred quickly and picked us off with impunity. All I recall of that time was abject terror and a long nightmare of smothering darkness. I awoke half suffocated with a sickening weight in my chest. The others were dead. I was determined not to join them. I survived a week on ice without food or water before a U.S. Science Survey team found me. I'd endured by force of will alone, and one other thing. I carried one of the alien young inside me. Inexplicably, it had chosen not to hatch, but it thrived nonetheless. I refused all attempts to remove it. Just a second. Sorry about that. I refused all attempts to remove it. It repaid me in kind. I became faster, fitter, stronger than any man. My instincts and responses heightened. I became the beast and it me. Needless to say, with war looming, the military took an interest in my condition, and the rest is quite literally history. We spent decades searching for Golan's little realizing that he had gone to ground, but we had other successes. It transpires that my baby didn't hatch because its final growth stage was retarded by a mild case of dry leprosy that I contracted on an earlier expedition. I experimented using my own altered DNA. The progeny I've since carried all show me an instinctive difference. Not surprisingly, I've since discovered that I'm the host of a female, a queen. So, what do you think about her backstory?
Bit of a stretch.
But not that unheard of.
I've never heard of them affecting their host in a positive way.
Well, to be fair, I don't think there's ever been a case of it just staying in them.
Yeah, that's well, not just staying in them. Well, yeah, I guess so. Whatever.
It's still alive. It's still alive. It's still alive in her.
Yeah, it's serviceable.
But yeah, the fact that it just basically it stopped at the without even bursting.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't die, obviously.
Yeah.
But the fact it's a queen, that explains a lot.
She probably has absorbed enough of its fucking influence that she could probably just get it removed now.
True, but knowing her, why take the risk? But anyway, and now it's all ruined because of you. Kill him! Explosive rounds, armor piercing. Go! No, not there! Cease fire! Cease fire! Killer Croc, first of the new breed, bred from his DNA and genetic material, salvaged from the dead aliens at Arkham. The maturation rate is phenomenal. He's only a day old. Get back! No, he must imprint on me, recognize that I'm his mother, just as all the others have done. It isn't like them. You said it yourself. It doesn't possess any of your DNA. Croc wasn't traumatized like Dent and the rest. His instincts are as base and primal as they come. No, you're wrong. And she did!
Nice. Well, that ended just as fast.
Open fire! But what do you think about this one?
This one looks fucking badass.
I still think the one from the first one was better. Because it was bigger.
It was bigger, but this one is more...
reptilian.
Yeah.
Like, come on, and come on. Good timing. What? God, the heat is unbearable. Gotta move. Out of the frying pan and into the fire. My arm's cooked. Can't trust it to hold my weight. I'm running low on options. There. And it's too narrow. Have to trim my profile. Drops the as the armor come off and the cape tackling it. You know. Ah!
Now he kept most of the armor on.
Well, yeah, but it was the cape and some of the outer portion of the armor.
Yeah.
The Navy. No. Attack helicopters. Stealth models. They're getting rid of the evidence. Another dirty secret never to be told. Or perhaps someone realized that Fortune's work posed more of a threat to mankind than the one it was decided to combat. A simple case of better the devil you know. And that's it. How was that?
I think it was a little bit anticlimactic.
Yeah.
It was I thought the ride getting up to there was a lot better.
The first two issues were the best stuff. This third issue was... it deserved one more issue, I think.
Especially when it was... I enjoyed it a lot when it was in Old Gotham.
Yeah.
Old Gotham, especially like if you've ever played... I'm not speaking to you because I know you've played them, but to anyone in the audience who's never played the Arkham series...
Oh, yeah.
There are parts where you go underground and you are in Old Gotham. Mm-hmm. And it is fucking cool.
Agreed.
How old and Victorian it looks. It is so cool looking. And I would love to see more stories take place in that kind of environment. And the alien actually kind of melded pretty well to that environment. So I thought that would be a really cool place to kind of tie things together. But
I just realized we never saw what happened to the white one, the old one.
It's dead, isn't it?
No, oh no, it was frozen. Oh no, he did kill it. I missed that part. But so I like this old one.
Yeah.
This was a great idea. This old, ancient, or at least 70+ year predator, alien. But what do you think about these clones?
I think this is where they jump shark.
Agreed.
It's fine. It was serviceable for what it was. I liked the story more when it was more
just the aliens.
Just the aliens on their own, where Batman's hunting them. Like I was saying earlier, if it was just him having a climactic battle in Old Gotham with the old alien and the younger ones, that would have been a better story in my opinion.
But this is where it gets too fan fiction-y.
It does. Don't get me wrong, it's cool in its own right, but it's
probably the most fan fiction of any of the Alien Predator books we've gone over.
Yeah, they went real ham with this shit.
Now, I still think the first one was the better one because it was just a pure alien story that had Batman in it.
Yes, I would probably say as a standalone Batman Alien, was the best one. Though I would have said that this one has the better art, and also that this one had higher potential to go even further than that one, but it just squandered it at the end.
Yep, especially when you take into account all these are done because of Fortune's alien genetics, and thus basically up until this point, it was just the one that got out. It had nothing to do with Fortune's aliens.
Yeah, if Fortune and her hybrids were not part of the story,
Fortune was fine. I thought Fortune herself was fine, and I saw
like I said, serviceable for what it is. But if she and her hybrids were omitted completely from the story, and it was just Batman hunting the aliens in old Gotham, better story.
Exactly.
I would say the story would have been just on par with the first one that we read, but with better art. So this would have been the superior title.
Exactly.
But
this last issue is what throws it off.
Yeah, the last issue here really jumps shark badly.
Because there's almost no setup here at all, other than we know that Fortune with Black Ops and everything. But
it comes out of fucking left field.
Again, her having the queen that was, basically sterile in her and everything. And that explains why the alien why it hesitated earlier and why it listened to him and listened to her. That was fine. But these hybrids.
Those hybrids are probably the worst part of it.
Yeah.
They look cool.
I mean, the fight with Croc is great artwork.
Yeah, except for that was probably the most anticlimactic part. I'll say this. His earlier fight with the other hybrids.
Yeah.
Although it came out of left field, it doesn't match the first two issues whatsoever, and I don't like that. But for what it was, if this third issue was Batman versus Aliens 3, this should have been its own. Yeah, this should have been its own story.
Yeah, they're probably cramming it into one issue.
Yeah, so this is like they crammed two different stories into one, and I don't like it.
Or at the very least, it should have been a 4-issue mini. That way you could have had 2 issues of one, and that way it could be 2 stories in one. I could have accepted the 2 stories in one thing.
I disagree. I think the Fortune storyline hinders the first one because they stopped the first one shy of really kick-ass things, and they added the Fortune stuff, and the Fortune stuff really hampers.
It's like it feels like you can't have a Xenomorph stuff without some conspiracy and all that.
It's part of the charm of the Alien franchise. No two ways about it. It's just that the best parts of the Alien franchise are the aliens themselves, not the conspiracy shit.
Exactly.
And I think that Fortune and her hybrids really kind of throw a wrench in how awesome the first 2 issues were.
Exactly. And then having this secret cabal that we don't know anything about.
Yeah, it was kind of just a one and done shit.
It basically that was all done to explain how she had the resources. That's all.
My ideal way that this should have gone is
keep it all in Gotham.
Keep it all in Gotham. Keep it in old Gotham specifically. You can introduce Fortune, have her there in the background, but not really doing anything.
Right.
But just hinting that she's up to something.
Right.
And then end the story. And then pick it up in Batman versus Aliens 3, another 3 issues. And that could be your Fortune storyline.
Yeah. Give it more to breathe. Give it more to breathe.
Give it more to breathe. It still wouldn't be as good as the old Gotham stuff. I don't think it would be anyway.
No.
But it still would have made more sense. It would have had more breathing room. It would have had a lot more time to air out Fortune. Give us more time to get to know her a little bit better. Because honestly, the second we find out who the fuck she is, she's killed off, and that sucks. I hate it when they do shit like that.
I hate that too. Oh, I guess I love this with Harvey. Then he got out, got the shotgun, and blasted. He helped take him out.
See, Batman Alien 3 could have been awesome because you could have had the rogues fighting the aliens in Arkham.
Yeah.
That would have been so fucking cool.
Exactly.
Squandered potential here. That's what I'm saying. Squandered potential. The first, like I said, Batman versus Aliens 1, it's great. It introduces Batman to the alien in the jungle and all that stuff. The second one, it takes the problem home and he deals with it in old Gotham, and he learns about the history and that there was like evil scientists, blah, yada, 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 shit like that. And Fortune's in the background doing her own little thing, getting things set up for the next storyline to start up.
But again, that would be assuming that they would approve it. I remember, though, there's 2 companies that, while doing good, it would depend on how well the second one did. And my guess is the writer probably decided, I'm just going to throw this in because I probably won't have another chance of doing it.
I guess. But this would have been better off. How many issues was the first one?
2.
I think all three of them should have been 3 issues long.
Well, I think the first one was good at the 2 issues.
It was fine, I guess, but I would have liked to have more time with the other characters before they were killed off unceremoniously.
True. Like I said, they have the ventriloquist here. We never see a ventriloquist Xenomorph or Scarface one. Just imagine how weird that one would have been.
That one's he probably wasn't even considered because he's so weak.
I know, but we don't even see Ivy there. We see Ivy here, but we didn't see her earlier. Or Freeze.
Yeah. Or Scarecrow.
Right? No, we did. No, I think.
Was that skinny motherfucker?
Yeah. Right there.
Oh, that's Scarecrow? Oh, okay.
But yeah, though. But now I wonder why they were ignoring them. You think they would have busted through?
I think they were under the command of Fortune.
Probably. Just to guard the place.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you see here again, it was all done to get Croc. That's the whole reason why she was there.
Yeah. See, this should have been. Yeah, this should have been its own storyline. This should have been an entire issue and a half.
Agreed. But what do you?
Maybe even 2 issues where the final issue just picks up where he's in the.
Yeah.
No,
that's what I was saying. It could have been 4 issues. First 2 were the old Gotham stuff, and the second 2 was this.
Fortune needed fleshing out, but I wish he wasn't in the story at all. So
Right.
take that for what you will.
And again, you're right though. They introduce everything about her, and then next thing you know, dead. It's like literally, right from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pages after finding out who she is, dead.
Yeah, it's a waste.
Like I said, the last bit of artwork for her, that's probably the worst she's looked.
No, I would say the one to the left where she looks like fucking the evil stepmother from Cinderella.
That's true. But anyway though. But
I mean the other ones when she's lifting up her shirt, even with the alien, she looks fucking hot.
Yeah. For her age.
For a woman her age, yeah.
Yeah, because she's 19. She is like then in her.
She was in her 20s back in the 20s.
Yeah, so she would be almost 100, but thanks to the Xenomorph, she's clearly, it slowed down her aging apparently.
Yeah, she looks like she's in her late to early 50s. Or like mid to late 50s here.
But she's kept herself well, herself,
Yeah, absolutely, fucking cougar.
Yeah, but anyway, so after this, we only got one more an alien crossover left.
Okay.
Want me to give you a sample of it?
I figured we'll get to. Okay, well, let's get a sample in before we close this out.
Green Lantern Aliens. And that's one about this one is it starts off with the first issue is all about Hal dealing with it. But then the remaining 3 issues is all then by the time of Kyle.
So Hal deals with it, then Kyle Rayner?
Yeah, basically Hal dealt with them, and he was trying to be a good Green Lantern, so he left them on Mogo, where they'd be like, they won't bother anyone.
Dumbass.
And then he didn't know much about them, and the Ring didn't have much knowledge on them. And then when we get to Kyle, then Kyle has to go, and he's summoned by a bunch of former Green Lanterns. Now, this ends up not being canon because a lot of these characters get killed off, but then later revealed, oh, no, they're still alive.
Lovely.
Yeah, and basically they're going to Mogul to find them, and oh, crap.
Mogul's the planet Green Lantern, right?
Yep. Okay. But he's mostly been dormant ever since. Ah, look at that.
Cool. Well, don't show me the whole thing, man. I'm not.
I know. But I'm just saying, but all this done by Bron Mars, who wrote the first Batman Alien one.
Okay. Oh, your screen kind of froze.
Hold on. I know why. Just a sec. Hold on.
I'm holding.
Come on, get caught up. I've realized what the problem is. It's because of Read All Comics.
Okay, the website itself.
Yeah, it's because of all the different ads and everything. Now, even though I have an ad blocker, the ad blocker is getting overwhelmed.
Damn. See, that's why I don't like going to those websites because they fuck up my computer like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, but the funny thing though, they didn't always give me a problem before. It's just when they started using the Malwarebytes ad blocker that started doing that. Because I think it's a case where they get so many ads that don't bother your stuff. And I'm frozen again.
Well, let's just end it here.
Yeah, let's just end it here. So, I gotta still get my screen going before me to end it. So give me, so just wrap it up. What do you think of these? Okay, so what did you think about these two Batman aliens compared to the Superman aliens and compared to the Batman Predators? Batman Predator better, right? The best.
Yes, the Batman Predator ones are the best. The Batman alien ones, the first one is the second best. This one is probably tied with the Superman ones.
Both Superman ones or the second Superman one? Because I remember the second Superman one you liked until the end.
Yeah,
with Darkseid.
Well, that's why I say like that's why I say that because
the Superman one, the first Superman one was very good though.
The second Superman one that flounders at the end is
just like this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was probably on par with that because it just flounders at the end. The first Superman one, I don't actually remember that one.
He goes to this abandoned, what he thought was a Kryptonian outpost. It wasn't. And he ends up dealing with a bunch of them with a girl named Kara, who was supposed to be the post-crisis replacement for Kara Zor-El.
Okay.
And then he sends them to Earth. He sends them back to Earth, where Lois and a scientist have to deal with.
Now I remember, yeah.
That one was still very good overall.
Okay, that one's probably the fourth best. With the Superman and Batman versus Aliens 2 are probably below that.
Right. Multicolored their endings.
They had strong starts, but then they just floundered at the end. But the Batman versus Predator, that trio, kind of like the gold standard for this kind of crossover.
And then Superman, Predator, probably even beneath these.
Yeah, it's really hard to do Superman with these fucking things because he's so.
Again, the first Superman alien did it well because he was in a place without a sun, so he was
exactly. That's always the problem with Superman. He's so ridiculously strong that to have him fight all these other people, you have to nerf the shit out of him.
Or overwhelm him as the second mini-sode.
Yeah, but that's the part that annoys me the most about Superman stories. But that's a Superman gripe, but not a gripe about the actual.
And then we had JLA Predator. JLA Predator, just dumb fun. That was just dumb fun.
Yeah. But all in all, it's I know we're reaching the end of these crossovers, but yeah, it's been quite fun. The Batman Predator ones are probably the best ones.
Wait until we get though to the Green Lantern alien ones. I think that might give these Batman alien ones a run for their money.
I hope so, because Green Lantern's another tough one. Because
but they make it work here. Because remember, unlike Superman where he has all that power, Green Lantern, the ring can only have so much of a charge.
Okay, see. Now, if the aliens are able to overwhelm them to the degree that they can, that the Green Lanterns will use up their power.
Remember, also remember this: Kyle's the only one. All the others are just non-lanterns now because of what Hal did.
Okay, so all right, so that's it. That's something to look forward to. I want for any kind of story like this to succeed, the humans, the good guys, need to be weaker than the aliens and the predators.
Also, if I did that, this is a spoiler, but it's an obvious spoiler. Kyle loses his ring pretty early on while dealing with the Xenomorphs.
Good.
Because that's the other thing. He loses the ring and the power battery.
Good. I like that. Because he needs to be on the back foot the entire fucking time until he's able to find a way, an opening, where he figures things out, stuff like that. He has to. It's a story about survival.
That's why I think you'll like it. I think you would like.
I'm hoping that's where we're gonna go. Yep. So
until then, see you. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Haunt you guys next time. Bye bye.
And we